Hello again and welcome back. I'm your host, the Nerdbird, and this is where we count down the hottest titles in the world of PC gaming every single week. But before we get into the action, I've got to stop and give a heartfelt long-distance dedication to you, the gamers of the world, who are the driving force of this wonderful journey we are taking together. And I want to share my never-ending gratitude for the incredible support you're giving this channel each week. Every single time you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, or click share, you're helping us build this amazing community of gaming information for the entire world to draw from. And now this week's hottest game releases. Kicking things off on the 26th, we have Atelier Resleriana. I probably mispronounced that, sorry. This is a JRPG in the long-running Atelier series known for its focus on alchemy and a slice of real-life feel combined with exploration and turn-based combat. This specific title is notable as a standalone game separate from the previous Atelier series, though they do share the same universe, and it often serves as a love letter to fans, featuring numerous characters for past Atelier titles. This isn't something that I'll probably be playing, but it is an RPG, and it should be on the list. Non-negotiable. Cladun X3 is a top-down pixel art action RPG and dungeon crawler that transports your player character to a mysterious hub world. You find yourself labeled as a villain and forced to participate in a high-death game by the island's administrator, Jelia, to strengthen yourself and defeat the ultimate evil, Lord Foulplay. The core game loop centers on rapidly exploring numerous bite-sized dungeons, teeming with monsters and deadly traps. It combines simple, intuitive real-time combat with complex character building. The game's defining features is this unhinged level of customization, such as you can create your own character sprites, weapons, armor, and even in-game hub areas down to the very pixel. This unique mechanism allows you to equip your main character with supporting custom-created characters in a geometric formation. These sub-characters act as a sacrificial shield and provide powerful stat boosts and abilities to your main unit, turning character progression into a tactical puzzle. Beyond the story mode, the game offers high replayability with Ren Geons and Map Geons. These are 100 floor randomly generated dungeons, as well as dungeons generated from mystical maps that you find. Choose from 10 different jobs and master 6 different weapon types to find a playstyle that also suits you. Next up, we have Unyeilder, an intense single-player boss rush movement first-person shooter with an exploitable roguelike looter sandbox releasing on the 26th. It is set in the science fantasy post-apocalyptic lands of Antarctica's collapsed capital, Erebus, in 1972. Did that place ever exist? You play as the Pretender, a sentient machine tasked with hunting down and reclaiming parts of a sheltered machine god. The core of the gameplay is a relentless series of one-on-one duels against a roster of over 40 unique bosses. Now, imagine the sheer speed of Doom Eternal colliding with the absurd build-crafting mayhem of Borderlands, all distilled into a non-stop high-stakes boss rush where every fight is a duel to the death. You will be mastering the art of movement FPS combat, dash, grapple, and exploit boss patterns in intense 1v1 duels. Your speed, skill, and build synergy are the only things standing between you and oblivion. Introducing as well the BYO boss system, use the parts of your defeated foes to customize the final boss, craft a personal, unforgettable, and ever-evolving in-game challenge that ensures no two runs are ever going to be the same as long as you're not crafting them the same. Next, we have Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles is an enhanced re-release of the seminal tactical role-playing game that defined the genre. Set in the medieval kingdoms of Ivalice, the game is a tale of ambition, betrayal, and class struggle during the political turmoil known as the War of the Lions. Players follow the journey of a young nobleman who witnesses the corruption of his family and the church, ultimately being branded a heretic as he fights to uncover a dark political and supernatural conspiracy. The core gameplay is a deep turn-based tactical combat system played out on 3D diorama-like battlefields with varying terrain and elevation. Success hinges on strategic unit placement, anticipating enemy actions, and of course skillful manipulation of the turn order. A flexible progression system with over 20 classic Final Fantasy jobs like Knight, Black Mage, and Summoner that allow characters to combine primary and secondary job abilities for a nearly infinite range of custom builds are available to you. The game will also feature updated HD visuals that retain the original 2D pixel art charm, a completely overhauled modern UI, and the inclusion of full voice acting in English and Japanese for all major story scenes and battle dialogue. You also will find new features like a fast forward toggle for battles and cutscenes, and in-battle save function, a tactical view for better battlefield planning, a clear turn order bar on the screen, and multiple difficulty levels like Squire, Knight, and Tactician have also been added for accessibility. Play the enhanced version with all the updates, or choose the classic version for a faithful experience of the original 1997 gameplay and graphics, presented in HD with the refined War of the Lion script. And finally, wrapping up the week on October 2nd, we have the Everest Real Climbing Simulator, which is a survival and simulation game that allows players to experience the immense challenge of climbing Mount Everest in a virtual, true-to-life environment. The game distinguishes itself by featuring a one-on-one replica of the mountain's terrain based on the satellite mapping data. The core objective is to guide a climber from base camp to the 8,848-meter summit while battling the brutal, unpredictable conditions of the world's highest peaks. Overall, this has an authentic Everest terrain, which is a 100% accurate, life-size map of the entire mountain, meticulously recreated using satellite and geographical data. Players also must consistently manage critical resources and biological factors including food, water, stamina, oxygen levels, and overall health in the extreme altitude and cold. The game requires meticulous planning and execution. Players must chart their route, establish camps, and manage the pace of ascent, as hasty decisions can lead to severe, life-threatening consequences. Variable gameplay modes are casual and hardcore here, which will allow, at least on the casual side, a faster travel using snowmobiles, less demanding resources management, as well as allowing a quicker ascent to the top, as the hardcore will provide the most authentic experience where every single step is taken manually, requiring an extended real-time climbing commitment to replicate the true pace of the mountaineering expedition. Users can also record and share their climbing routes and compete with other players for the best climbing records. This is definitely one of the games that I will be trying out from this week because I've always been interested in the concept of Mount Everest, and let me tell you something, this is going to be pretty interesting to try out, and I'm hoping that it doesn't take a week to climb to the top of the mountain. And that summarizes the overall look at all the RPGs being released this week. If I missed an RPG that you thought that should have been on the list or something that you have been anticipating, please make sure to leave a comment below so that we can talk about it in future videos and I can bring it back up so that other people can also know about the greatness in RPGs around the world. Thank you all for coming and have a great day.